Hello and welcome to this session on real-time monitoring in this course AI in Operations Management. So in this section, we will give you an in-depth view of using real-time monitoring to make data-driven decisions for operations excellence. And we will begin by taking a look at this lecture. What is real-time monitoring to make this data-driven decision for operations excellence? So we'll start it. So, as this real-time is really to help decision making, and in this AI-powered dashboards track real performance indicators, to make proactive decisions, proactive adjustments that lower operational costs. So, how does it do that? That's what we will take a look at in this lecture. So again, let's take a look at what is real-time monitoring in some detail. Real-time monitoring is the continuous tracking and analysis of the operations data as it is generated. The word is as it is generated. And that enables instant visibility, instant, faster responses, and data-driven decisions that drive operational excellence. Right. So a helicopter view of real-time monitoring. Let's take a little deeper into operational level. What does real-time ring involve? Now, real-time ring involves using sensors, applications, and software. Three things: sensors, applications, and software tools that lead to collection of data from operations, machines, supply chain, inventories, etc. Analysis, visualization of the data instantly. Instantly is the word. And it triggers alerts or actions based on the anomalies or predicted conditions. So that's at an operational level what is real-time monitoring. So why it matters for operational excellence? Why should real-time monitoring be important for operational excellence? Any thoughts? See, first, it gives you a lot of benefits. First, it leads to faster decisions. The managers can respond immediately, instantly to delays, breakdowns, or demand surges, and that increases the responsiveness. It reduces downtime by detecting anomalies before they escalate, like machine overheating. You can do better resource allocation by optimizing labor, inventory, and equipment in real time, right? And you can make continuous improvement. You have data feeds that back into AI ML models for smarter forecasting and planning. So that's why it matters for operational excellence. If you want to be excellent, then this thing that you cannot ignore. Let's take a look at some examples of real-time monitoring in operations. So, in the area of manufacturing, you could have matrices like machine temperature, vibration, and production rates, and that could help you trigger predictive maintenance if the thresholds that you set are exceeded. In physics, you could have vehicle locations, delivery delays as real-time metrics, and the actions that could give you is the rerouting shipments or the customers. In the area of inventory, you could be tracking levels in reorder points, and that could lead to auto replenishments or supplier notifications. In the area of course, attendance productivity could be the real-time matrices that could lead to reassessments based on the activity data, right? So these are some examples of real-time monitoring in operations. Take a look at the components of real-time monitoring system. What are the components of a real-time monitoring system? So there are data sources. Data sources like IoT sensors, SCADA system, PLCs, ERP, CRM, MES, WMS systems, APIs, streaming apps, logs, etc., etc. Then there are efficient streaming tools like Apache Kafka, MQTT, AWS, Kinesis, event hubs. Then the processing analytics through Apache Spark Streaming, Blink, Databricks, ML models for anomaly detections or forecasting, And dashboards and visualizations like Power BI with streaming data sets, Grafana, Tableau, Kibana, and then alerting and automation system, right? So these are the components of real-time monitoring system. Let us take a look at a sample architecture of a real-time monitoring system. So at the top, you would have IoT sensors or ERP that will go into data ingestion layer in Kafka or MQTT. Then there could be real-time streaming processing like through Spark streaming or Flink. Then analytics and ML, product predictive modeling, and finally a dashboard in Power BI or Grafana that leads to alerts and automations. So that's a sample architecture for real-time monitoring. Then let's take a look at few real-time KPIs for data-driven decisions. Now these could be like overall equipment effectiveness, OEE, order fulfillment rates, cycle time, lead time, first pass speed, real-time inventory turnover, and downtime by cause and machine shift. And all these KPIs are from operations. So people who are familiar would know that. And if you're not familiar, you can look at one of my courses on operations and supply chain management, where we have dealt with all these KPIs. Then the final thought. So real-time monitoring turns raw operational data into instant insights. The word is instant insight, and that empowers leaders and operators, both operators as well as leaders, to do what? To respond proactively, minimize risk and wastage, continuously optimize processes, and drive excellence to inform action. And isn't that operational excellence, right? So what is next? So we will now take a look at how to implement real-time monitoring in the next lecture. We have defined, we have explained what is real-time monitoring and the key word are instant, in the time. And how to implement such a real-time monitoring system is what we will talk about in the next lecture. So thank you so much for watching this first lecture on real-time monitoring in this course, AI in Operations Management. I hope you're continuing to learn new things, continuing to enjoy, and I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions and do download the PDF file to take a look at anything that you need.